It is widely believed that the best talking parrot is the African Grey Parrot, but it's not always true. At least in my opinion, there are some better imitators among Amazons, for example the yellow-naped Amazon or the double yellow-headed Amazon. However, the African Grey Parrot is the parrot which, in a very common opinion, has very good or even the best imitating skills. Here in front of me, there are two African Grey Parrots. The one on your left is called a Congo African Grey Parrot, and it's slightly different to the timneh African Grey Parrot on your right. The Congo African Grey is bigger. It has a more silver color with a sanguineous red tail, and its beak is entirely black. The timneh African Grey Parrot is smaller, its feathers are darker, and its beak is bright on the top. Its tail is not so intensively red, and it could be stated to have a rather smoked color. When it comes to imitation skills, these are very similar for both parrots. For many years, the Congo African Grey Parrot would be the one more commonly present in breedings and more frequently kept at homes, mostly because it was considered to have a more attractive and agreeable look. What is more, in the 80s and 90s, hundreds of Congo African Greys were imported to Europe to find themselves in breedings or to become companion birds. After the European Union has introduced restrictions considering the number of imported birds, and later on has entirely forbidden to import African Greys to its territory, the demand for Congo African Greys has suddenly risen, and people would anxiously search for any specimens for breedings. At this point, in order to get the biggest possible amount of nestlings, frequently cognate individuals were bred together and not much attention was paid to the genetical quality of potential parents. As an effect, the genetical quality of this subspecies has decreased. Some breedings would distribute the Congo African Grey Parrots of an abnormally small size, very often with health or mental issues. For this reason, currently we can speak about a renaissance of the timneh African Grey Parrots. Since they were not so popular before, and not many buyers were interested in them, it turned out that breedings can now provide nestlings of far better genetical conditions. They are healthier, more mentally resistant, and so their popularity as companion birds increases. Speaking of African Grey Parrots, I only recommend to keep at home a hand-fed specimen, and it's best to buy it when it's as young as possible. Those which have had guardians before, and those which have already been kept in aviaries and had contact with other birds should not become companion birds. If the bird is young and hand-fed, it can become a very good friend. If you are interested in buying a parrot like this, we invite you to the Parrot shop in Warsaw.